A Way of Being, The Quiet Radicalism of Carl Rogers. A Way of Being 1980 is Carl Rogers' most personal and reflective work, arriving late in his career as both a summation of his therapeutic philosophy and a meditation on what it means to live fully and authentically. Unlike his earlier, more clinical writings, this book is written in a voice that is warmer, more exploratory, and openly autobiographical. Rogers shares not just his theories but his own inner life, his doubts, his sense of wonder, and his evolving understanding of what it means to be human. At its core, the book extends the humanistic psychology he had been developing for decades, centering on the belief that every person carries within them an innate drive toward growth, understanding, and what he called self-actualization. The therapeutic relationship, for Rogers, was not a space in which an expert fixes a broken person, but one in which two human beings meet with full presence and become the condition for healing. Rogers' articulation of three qualities he considered essential not only to therapy but to any genuinely human encounter: congruence, unconditional positive regard, and empathic understanding. Congruence means being genuinely oneself, transparent, without a professional facade masking one's actual feelings. Unconditional positive regard is the capacity to accept another person fully, without judgment or condition, as they are in this moment. Empathic understanding goes beyond sympathy. It is the attempt to enter another's inner world so completely that you perceive it from within, not from the outside. Rogers believed that when these three conditions are present in a relationship, something remarkable and almost inevitable happens. The other person begins to unfold, to trust themselves, to move toward their own wholeness. Rogers presents these not as techniques, but as ways of being, dispositions that must be lived, rather than performed. What gives A Way of Being its particular depth is Rogers' willingness to extend his humanistic vision outward, beyond the therapy room, into education, politics, cross-cultural dialogue, and the future of humanity itself. He was writing at a moment of considerable global anxiety, and he brought to that moment the same gentle but firm conviction that animated all his work, that human beings, where met with genuine acceptance and understanding, tend toward connection rather than destruction, toward growth rather than stagnation. There is an idealism in Rogers that is easy to underestimate, because it is expressed so quietly. But beneath the warmth of his prose is a radical claim that the quality of presence one person brings to another is among the most powerful forces available to us, and that transforming the world begins not with systems or ideologies but with the quality of attention we are willing to offer each other.